What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? It is Monday, March 17th. So, you know that company, Buzzbee? The company who makes a lot of really cool, awesome, innovative blasters? And in 2015, really took off with a lot of cool stuff like the Sentinel and the Boot. But also, and even some really cool Mega Blasters. But also came out in 2021 with some very mediocre releases like the Thunder Shot, Trigger Fire, or Tetra Shot. Well, we're going to be taking a look at a pretty middling blaster. It's not too bad. I wouldn't really say immediately pick it up. What we're going to be taking a look at today is the Arsenal BBT1902. This is a top prime magazine-fed Buzzbee blaster that came out in 2019. Not really a whole lot to talk about here. It's a pretty interesting blaster. It's basically a retaliator, but from the Buzzbee line. What do I think about it? Let's find out. So, of course, starting off with the grip. It's okay. I mean, it's not bad. You have a lot of interesting details on it. It's kind of weird looking. You have these details, which can kind of be uncomfortable, these three lines. I think it might be a bit too small, but then again, not really, because this is actually one of Buzzbee's better grips. Buzzbee has a history of not really making a whole lot of good grips. They're either way too small or way too uncomfortable. But this grip is an exception. It's definitely not the best thing ever, definitely not the most comfortable thing ever, but it works. That's what it needs to do. This blaster does not have a stock attachment point or a barrel attachment point, but it does have a Buzzbee rail. I don't have the scope that comes with this thing, but yes, it comes with a scope. It attaches on. This is a proprietary rail. I don't know if this is compatible with the Buzzbee Trigger Fire scope, but if it is, that's cool. Pretty cool cross compatibility there. It does have a top prime, and the top prime itself, it's comfortable. Definitely not the best thing ever. And I really like the look of this top prime. The detail and the colors, they went all out on it. And I think it looks really good. This thing, of course, has a mag release. And right off the bat, you cannot access the mag release with one finger whatsoever or just one-handed. But the mag release is under here. So just get your offhand, strike the mag release, and you can pull it out. The mag insertion, it's good. It's good. It's nice and smooth. And it works. How is the smoothness of the prime? It's nice. But when you got darts in here, it's a little bit less smooth. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just due to the friction of the dart or something like that. This is not the included magazine. But I'm pretty sure this came with a 10 rounder. And as you can see here, you might be like, what are these little clip-ons for? These are meant for you to get another magazine. You can put these together, and bam, you got a flip mag attachment. So when you run out of darts, you can just get back into the fight with another magazine. These look weird, but that's really cool. You can just put the mags on without even worrying having to have an attachment or anything like that. But I usually just like to have the mags off. I'm just more of a fan of tactical reloading though. How is he designed the blaster? Well, I think it looks good. Definitely not the most attractive or coolest looking thing ever. It kind of looks goofy. It just gets the job done. The rail kind of adds on to it too. And you got a nice little sight here you can use to aim. How's the trigger on this blaster? It's pretty good. Not really a whole lot to note here, but it does get the job done. It is nice and smooth. It does feel a little bit unreliable though. It's not bad. But you see that? You got take up, and it doesn't catch until all the way back there. So it's definitely not the best thing ever. The design looks really good. I love the color scheme with the black, the green, and the blue. But also just look at all of these decals and all these industrial... It looks really good. They did a great job with the look of this thing. how does this thing work? You take your magazine, just load how many darts you want to, prime it, put the mag in, and you're ready to fire. It does not have slam fire, so when you hold down the trigger, you prime it, nothing happens. You can prime it, but it doesn't catch at all. That is everything the Adventure Force Buzzbee BBT1902 Arsenal Blaster has to offer, so let's go out to the range and see how good this thing does. Alrighty everybody, welcome back to the range. We are out here with the Buzzbee BBT1902. This is not the included magazine, but I do have 10 of the Buzzbee long distance darts. These darts are of course by the same company. So we're going to see how good this thing does. We're going to do 10 flat shots, 10 angle shots, and then we're going to be moving on to the Adventure Force waffle darts. So let's go. It's pretty solid. Not the greatest performance ever, but I think that's about standardly performance. Maybe a little harder. Not bad. And we're out. And now, let's do some angle shots. Pretty good? That's solid. And now, with some Dart Zone Adventure Force waffle darts. Of course, you'll get a little bit less distance, but they are much more accurate than the others. And we're out. Some angle shots. What? It's definitely not the most high performance thing ever, but for a Buzzbee Blaster, that is some good distance. You can definitely get some good range angling those shots. What do I think of this thing personally, and would I recommend you pick it up? Well, for a Buzzbee Blaster, this is actually really good. The grip is decent, definitely not the best thing ever. The prime is smooth. It looks really good. The shape is goofy, but it works. Mag release, definitely not the best thing ever. Could be improved, but it does work. Mag insertion, taking the mag out, put it in, it's really nice. This is basically a Buzzbee Retaliator. And what do I think of this compared to the Retaliator? Well, I think the Retaliator is a much better blaster than this. Say if you like the Retaliator, but you just don't want to pick up any Hasbro blasters, but you absolutely love Buzzbee and you want something like this, pick it up. Or if you just go thrifting and you find this like I did, and I just picked it up. I didn't really expect it to be good. I'm actually kind of surprised with it. It's a good blaster. I wouldn't say immediately go out and pick it up, definitely, but it is a shining star to what Buzzbee is and was nowadays. Not for competitive nerfers, but I do think it's a solid offering from Buzzbee. And that's what all I need to do. But thank you very much for watching this review. Hope you all have a great day. Like and subscribe if you want to. You can dislike. It's alright if you don't like the video. I don't really even think my videos are that good anyway. Comment what did you think of the Buzzbee BBT1902. Do you have one and would you pick it up? I'm going to start putting links in the description if you want to purchase these things down below. Thank you all very much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. And as always, blast on.